This is Hamad and welcome to Final 50. Now, planning a ski trip, especially internationally, can be super challenging. So here are my top tips for what to wear, where to go, and how best prepare to have an amazing time on the slopes. And what better place to do it than the Mecca of powder, Verbier, Switzerland, where we are right now. So let's go hit the slopes and have a great time.
Verbier is one of the top ski destinations in the world. It's made up of 4 valleys with over 400 kilometers of ski runs. It's known as the Mecca of powder and a free rider's paradise, as it's one of the best places to go off-piste. Also, there's a ton to do here in the summer, between hiking, paragliding, dirt biking, and so much more. So with more than 90 lifts, incredible backdrops, almost limitless skiing, and Swiss efficiency, you would be hard-pressed to find a better locale that meets all those skiing criteria while having an amazing time on the slopes. Make sure to get all the right fitting gear, as this can make or break your ski experience.
It's on the side that are very, very useful. You've got the undergarment layer for the leggings, plus the pants, ski pants, nice little thick laying, and obviously waterproof. I've got what I call the man bra, just a nice undershirt with another thermal that's going to keep you warm up on the top of the slope. That's going to be your base layers, a vest. Also, you can take it on and off depending on how cold or how hot it is up there. And then this shell jacket, tons of zippers, waterproof, it breaks the wind, which is really, really important, especially on a cold day. Got the gaiter within a gaiter almost. It's got like the inside, you tuck inside the shirt, and it's kind of thick on the top. And then the final part, you've got the beanie that goes underneath, the helmet, the goggles here. I got wristbands just in case, and then you've got your gloves. So I try to lay all that out in the morning to make sure I'm not going to forget anything before hitting the slopes.
Preparing right in the morning will really set the tone for the rest of the day. You want to wake up early so that you can catch the slopes before everyone else gets there, and then make sure to do a full stretch of your legs, hips, shoulders, back, so that you can minimize injury. Then go grab a full breakfast.
Make sure to have a big breakfast before you hit the slopes, so you have tons of energy, and in case you don't stop for lunch, then you have enough food in the tank to have a great time, get some great skiing going, and not get too hungry. And make sure to try to grab some bananas too, because that really will help in case you have cramping up on the slopes. Before you get up on do your skis and go out there, you want to make sure that you have the right fit for the ski and for the boot. The first thing you want to think about is you don't want to have any creases in your socks, so you want to kind of make sure that your socks are smooth so that you don't have any bumps as you're skiing down the slope.
Your toe's going to touch the front now.
Yep.
It's going to feel a little bit too small in the beginning.
And what you were telling me is that you want to make sure that it's just tight at the toe, not too tight, but you're going to be skiing onto your shin. Okay, excellent. And then what about the skis?
We've got the Atomic Vantage. It's a 166 long. It's got 80 millimeters under the binding. Great all mountain ski, really good performance on the piste, but you still got that extra width for a good float in the powder as well.
Perfect. And then we want to make sure that they were sturdy and stronger so that there's no extra shaking. And then obviously they're on the lighter side, and you want to make sure that you get the right measurement. So my advice to you guys is make sure to figure out what exactly fits you from one ski season to the next, so that you don't have to keep coming back and reinventing it. And with the pole?
For the poles, we hold it upside down underneath the basket, and your arm should be in a right angle when you're doing that.
Perfect. There you go. Fantastic. Excellent. Appreciate your time, Connor. Thank you so much.
It's important to map out where you want to go based on the runs, crowd levels, and weather conditions. And try to make it so that you ski when people are sleeping or eating to minimize weights on the lifts and crowds on the slope. The backdrop in any ski resort is so key when skiing. It helps keep you inspired and motivated and allows you to connect with the nature around you.
So when you're choosing a ski resort, one of the most important things you want to be thinking about is a backdrop. Not just the different types of levels of skiing, but also the backdrop, because it just makes the experience that much better. So choose wisely. You want to do something as heavenly as that. Can you actually beat this location? Look at this thing. Unreal. Honestly, it's amazing. I can't even begin. And this is like someplace we just found out here. We completely missed on the first couple of days.
A good resort should also have slopes that are suited for all levels of skiers, based on the terrain, quality and quantity of snow, narrow or wide runs, whether the runs are groomed, and a whole bunch of other related factors. In my case, I'm an intermediate skier, so after a few practice runs on easier slopes, I like to push it and do some of the more challenging ones, but not this challenging.
Always ski within your limits. This is crazy.
In this case, I ended up on a double black with moguls. That was no joke. If you end up here way out of your element, just go down super slow to prevent any injury and don't get peer pressured again. Make sure to grab lunch so that you can refuel for the rest of the day, but avoid overeating and try to go after the lunch rush hour.
Don't forget the Apres Ski.
After a hard day of skiing, you just want to relax and take in the vibes of the town. Apres Ski, right off the slopes, is where you unwind, catch up, listen to some great music, and just let loose.
But then, you got to choose the right company. These crazy guys. Right here.
For the past 7 years, a group of friends fly in from all over the world to ski for one long weekend in a different destination, and it's been awesome. Not only do we reconnect and have fun together, but we end up seeing and discovering new places. So ski with friends or make new ones on the slopes to really maximize the life experience.
Here with my boy Faris, the guy I've been skiing with for the last 6 years, also qualified for the Kuwait national team to go skiing.
Also, having a delicious dinner in the town makes for a great bonding time and a way to take it all in, appreciate your company, the ambiance, and just the overall skiing experience. Skiing for me is more than just a sport. It's about reconnecting to nature, having fun with close friends and meeting new ones, getting in some exercise, and just really appreciating the winter season. So picking the right destination, planning for the trip, and preparing for the time on the slopes will make this an unforgettable life experience. That was definitely the case in Verbier.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this tour of the beautiful ski resort of Verbier, Switzerland, and now feel much more prepared to have an amazing time on the slopes. Make sure to check out the blog that complements this vlog, and if you like what you saw, subscribe by clicking here. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next journey.